is Vital here, and I'm here today to give some news regarding the TCG. We just got some announcements regarding the limit of a collection, and also we did also get a couple of other cards related to the set called the Valuable Book EX6, which is a current set that is only being done in Japan and will be on sale from March 19th. Sorry. But yeah, gonna cover the two cards for the Valuable Book EX6, and then we will be covering the newer cards announced for the Minerva collection. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first card we have for the Valuable Book EX6 set, well, one of the two is a Assault Mode variation of Akiza Signer Dragon, which is of course Black Rose Dragon. So obviously the card's called Black Rose Dragon Assault Mode. Level 9 Fire Attribute Dragon Monster, effect monster anyway. 2900 attack, 2400 defense, very good stats. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon with Assault Mode Activate, which is the same summoning condition for every Assault Mode monster that can only be summoned via Assault Mode Activate. You cannot special summon them in any other regard. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each monster per turn. Number 1, you can reveal this card in your hand and shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, change the attack points of one face-up monster in the field to 0. That's quite good. Number 2, if this card is special summoned or a monster, or monsters, is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can destroy all cards on the field. And number 3, if this card is destroyed, you can special summon one Black Rose Dragon from your graveyard. Okay, that's quite good. The effects of this card actually hold some very useful similarities to the original Black Rose Dragon, so I can definitely see this card doing very well, especially in the Assault Mode deck, so I have no complaints about this one. Okay, so the second card for the Valuable Book EX6 set is, funny enough, another Predator. Wow, this is definitely looking like a year in the Predator, people. Anyways, we got Predator. How you let me know in the comments. I assume it's meant to say I assume like obviously it's inspired from level 6 Dark Attribute Plant type fusion monster, 2200 attack, 1500 defense, fusion materials, 1 Plant monster plus 1 level 1 monster, which is very easy because obviously a lot of the Plant cards have the effects to change monsters to them. Let's see. First, we have a fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck, attribute one monster in either field of a Predator. This okay, so the summon conditions already sound good because it basically just turns it just has a super poly type effect. It's just as long as the monster that you attribute in another field has a Predator. So, let's see. Only effect. During the main phase, if this card was special summoned this turn, quick effect, you can target spells and traps in the field with other monsters with Predator and destroy them. Okay, that's going to be very helpful because obviously, as you know, like there's a lot of lines on back row, so having a lot of back row removal would definitely help, and this card is definitely going to help. So yeah, that's the last of the cards announced currently announced for the Valuable Book EX6 set. Next up, we'll be covering the cards for the new announced cards for the other. Okay, so for the first card that's being added to the Limit Over collection, the Hero set, is the Orichalcos Sword of Sealing. Now, in case any of you don't know, this isn't actually a Darts card. This is actually a card played by Raphael. So, okay, so you're thinking like, oh, why is there a dart on the hero set? No, this is not played by darts, this is played by Raphael. So, just a heads up. But anyways, to equip the spell, you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Number 1, the equip monster's effects and gain it. Number 2, if you get the card in your field zone, you can target one effect monster you control. That effect monster gains this effect until the end of the next turn. Once per turn, quick effect, you set one card from your hand to the grave. Face a card in the field, destroy a target. Pretty good abilities there, so I'm gonna go on. Alright, so the next card we have is a card called Rainbow's Rage of Bifrost. this is not that card. This is a card that was actually used by Team Ragnarok in 5Ds. When in Season 3, they combined their dual runners powers and the powers of the Northern Gods along with the NND, which is their like main source of like how I'm going to say in a sense to bring the Rainbow's Bridge rivals basically to life to allow Yusei and the others to make their journey upon to the Arc Cradle, which was obviously, where Zoan and the others resided. So the fact that this card is actually being printed is actually interesting. So let's see what we got. So it's a normal spell. We can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Banish 3 level 10 or higher monsters from your extra deck, including the Light Synchro monster, and one field spell from your deck to your hand. Okay. And it's interesting because the cards of Team, like the main aces of Team Ragnarok are the 3 Nordic gods. So the fact that they actually like decided to add that like particular part of the effect clearly means they wanted to basically make this a support card for the Nordic gods. So it's interesting. But anyways, yeah, I like this card. Definitely looks good. No complaints from me. Okay, so the next card we have is actually a rather surprising choice. It is actually a Malefic card, which is Malefic Force. And in case any of you don't know, the person who uses the Malefic deck is Paradox, who is the main villain from the Once Upon a Time movie, but has connections to 5Ds because he was one of the people that was alongside Zone in season 3 of 5Ds, when obviously they came from their own future, which was destroyed, and they tried to change, they tried to basically change things for themselves. It was something like that. But yeah, Paradox tried to go along his own plan by traveling through time and using some of the more powerful cards in the monsters, which in the case of him was cards like Cyber End Dragon, Rainbow Dragon, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and even Stardust Dragon, to basically get rid of dual monsters, because in their eyes they think dual monsters was the cause of the destruction of their world. So yeah, it surprised me that they chose Paradox of all people to get cards in the heroes. But yeah, anyway, the first card is Malefic Force, normal trap. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Number 1, target one face-up monster in the field, equip this card to it as an card with these effects. The equipped monster is unaffected by spell effects, which actually was the case in the movie. Paradox used this card to prevent Yugi from taking control of Malefic Paradox Dragon via Magic Gate of Miracles, which obviously protected Malefic Paradox Dragon from being taken, but of course Yugi's main plan with that was to actually take Stardust Dragon rather than Malefic Paradox Dragon. And then second part of effect 1, once per turn you can destroy this card if you do add one Malefic card from your deck to your hand. Okay, I don't remember that being in the movie, but that's good actually. Number 2, if a card is in the field zone, you can banish this card and one other Malefic card from your graveyard. Destroy all monsters on the field. But anyways, yeah, little rant there about how I feel about what I think happened with Paradox. But yeah, there you go. Interesting card. Okay, so the next card we will be covering is Malefic Paradigm Shift. Now, if I remember correctly, feel free to let me know in the comments on this. This was the trap that Paradox used to bring out Malefic Truth Dragon. So like I said, let me know in the comments. Anyway, normal trap, you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You can activate this card when you hang by paying off your life points, which was something that Paradox did. The card actually wasn't the payoff was life points, the special summon Malefic Truth Dragon. So number 1, add to your hand or place it in your field zone face up one Malefic world from your deck. Then special summon one Malefic monster from your deck or extra deck, ignoring in defense, ignoring its summoning conditions. Then if your opponent controls a monster with 25 or more attack, 25 or more attack, or face up monsters they currently control, there's 2500 attacks at the end of this time. Okay, that's very helpful because there's a lot of Malefic cards that are video, we have one last card, which is actually a card I was not expecting to see. We have a Blackwing card. We have Salt Blackwing Kusanagi the Gap Storm. Now, obviously, as we all know, the Assault Blackwing cards are synchro monsters that we use by Pro in Arc 5. Not 5D, not 5D's version of Pro, the Arc 5 version. Yeah, it's interesting that they've chosen to release this conflict. But anyway, level 9 Dark Wing Beast Synchro Monster, 3000 attack, 1000 defense. Classic 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner materials. Number 1, if this card is synchro summoned using a Black Wing Monster's material, it is treated as a tuner monster or facing a fever. Okay. Number 2, after this card is synchro summoned for the rest of the turn, it gains attack equal to the total original attack of the synchro monster's used material. Number 3, can attack all opponent's monsters each. Once each. If this card attacks a defense position monster, if they're facing battle damage. Okay, so it's gonna when you summon it, it can not only be treated as a tuner monster, it gains attack points based on the original attack of the synchros you use for it, which means you can get some pretty high numbers. And it has the ability to attack every monster your opponent controls once each, and piercing. Okay, that's quite good. I have no complaints about that. That one's definitely gonna help the block. Yeah, I like it. It's a good addition. Alright, ladies and gents, that's it for the news regarding the Limit Over collection. Obviously, we'll most likely get more cards announced within the near future as we get closer to the set's release, but that will be it for the time being. Hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like. Let me know how you feel about these new cards in the comments. And if you are new around here, feel free to subscribe. And also, if you do, please make sure to turn on the notification bell, because otherwise, YouTube's going to be a pain about notifying regarding videos. But anyways, hope you all enjoy. Thank you, and I'll see you all later. Take care.